guys, it's Vlogtober day 6. It's Sunday, but I'm running a couple errands, and later I'm meeting my family for a long run with our dog Cookie in a park. It's gonna be great. I had so many plans for this morning. I really wanted to do so much, but I only ever managed to make the pancakes. Burned half of them because it's a new pan, and I don't know why, but it was really hot and I couldn't cool it down. Like, it was weird. And then I listened to a bit of Moby Dick, and here I am running errands. I'm gonna do that, and I'll catch up with you later, probably in the park. It's 5:30 p.m. now. I'm home with a cup of mint tea, very strong, very hot, which is just what I need, I think, to kind of help me wind down. Not that I was stressed to begin with throughout the day, but I walked here and there. It was a bit chaotic. Obviously, there are tons of people on the streets, and there's a lot of like kids, people with families, right? And our dog Cookie, she's kind of scared of kids. We don't know why, but she's a stray, so we assume that at some point she lived on the streets, and maybe I don't know if kids disturbed her or if they are just kids and they're scary as heck, because you never know what they're gonna do next. I don't know, but yeah, so she was alert at all times. We were a little bit as well. And yeah, we just actually walked a lot, which was very lovely, because I feel like we definitely don't move enough in this family. We should be more active. Yeah. And right now, as I'm saying this, I'm sitting on the bed with no intention of moving whatsoever for the rest of the evening. But to be fair, I want to do some work. I want to write at least one article. Well, not at least, yeah, I guess one would be good, and then maybe draft up the second one. Then I have a few books I want to read. I'm still going through Moby Dick. Then there's this selection of short stories that's actually really small. So it's a tiny book. It's like this, and it's by Marcel Proust. I don't know if you watched my did I show it? When I was in London back in July/August, we bought, I think I brought back 15 books, which is too much, but also no regrets. And one of them was The Mysterious Correspondent. They have like maybe 8 short stories there. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, okay. 11 short stories. Only one of them was ever published before. The rest is published for the first time ever. And they are all retrieved from Proust's letters, notes, journals, things like that. And I've obviously read In Search of Lost Time by Proust, which was magnificent. I love it. I plan to reread it at some point, maybe next year. And he published something else early on, and then there's nothing else really, maybe a couple of short stories. And I was looking for, in London, I was looking for a book of his letters, but I didn't find the letters. I found this instead. I don't know how many copies are printed exactly, but I would imagine this is quite a niche thing, or maybe not, I don't know, because Proust obviously is very popular, at least, I mean, in English. In French, probably there are many readers who are buying this, and additional copies are probably published again and again, but in English and in other languages I'm not so sure. So I'm pretty happy that I stumbled upon it randomly. I did not expect it. I had no idea that this is a thing, that it exists, and I'm now somewhat at the middle. And there is a great intro by the I think it's by the translator, where he talks about the guy who discovered those letters, how he did it, about the Proust as well a little bit. He goes into kind of, I don't know, this philosophical talk to himself and to us about whether or not we should know what's going on in the writer's life, whether we should be influenced by it, whether we should study the biography before we read the work or after, should we read it at all. And he, like the translator, is not sure we should. And I kind of agree with that, because I feel like when you're doing too much research before reading something, watching something, listening to something, it kind of ruins a bit of the fun. Especially if you read the critics, or I don't know, if you watch TikToks about it, or what other influencers are saying, or even read books about it, you obviously get more insight, and it's helpful at some point. But then also, not that any of us has any original ideas. I think we're all repeating each other, of course, but kind of, yeah, still, if you've read a bunch of critics and you went through a lot of materials before reading, for example, this thing, or like any book of any author, and like, do you even have any thought of your own? Or I don't know, because you're instantly influenced, right, by everything you read. And it's not necessarily bad to be influenced, obviously, but I think that it's helpful sometimes to not know anything about the book. Just read it, enjoy it or not, right? And if you enjoyed it, then after you've read it, you can dig for additional information, and then you can reread it later, or like, just do it afterwards. Because if you read a lot of those things up front, then it definitely is not the same, for me at least. But yeah, I think I'm gonna read this. I don't know, I don't want to finish it. I'll read a couple of short stories, and then I'll go back to Moby Dick, I think, and then work, and I don't know what else I'll be doing. If we do something else that's interesting, I'll film it. If not, I'll say goodbyes now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow is October 7th, so I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you had a very good weekend. Bye!